Our programs offer many languages. Please visit suprememastertv.com/schedule.
This is the box set. It comes with 30 different stories that are each on an individual card.
We're All Animals. Interview with Nick and Kathy Coughlin, vegans, part 2 of 2. Continue watching to find out more.
Continue to make war so that your soul will never know peace forever and ever. You know only suffering and pain.
If you have the pleasure of visiting the Gorno-Badakhshan Autonomous Region in Tajikistan, locals may greet you with a warm Khosh Omadid, that means welcome, in the Tajik language, one of the region's official languages. Noble viewers, I am Abdullahi. The happy people of the Gorno-Badakhshan Autonomous Region cherish such kind-hearted friends as you and wish you abundant inspiration and bliss. We are delighted to have you with us for We're All Animals interview with Nick and Kathy Coughlin, Vegans, Part 2 of 2. We're All Animals is a story series created by Kathy Coughlin and her youngest son, Nick, for young children who are constantly formulating ideas on their place in the world. Talented vegan illustrator Ruby Roth has given form to the book's delightful characters, through whom we learn important truths about our human connections with animal people. The tales teach tolerance, humility, and compassion. Today, we are honored to continue our interview with Kathy and Nick Coughlin as Nick speaks about the Good Kid Project, the We're All Animals series of stories, and his ideas for the future.
Children are impressionable. I was an impressionable young boy, and I think it's important to teach in a friendly, fun, entertaining, and respectful way. So that's a guiding principle of the Good Kid Project. Somebody approached me this past January. She works in the television industry, and she approached me about possibly creating an animated series based on this story series. Message apparel for kids is another idea. This is the box set. It comes with 30 different stories that are each on an individual card. So first of all, there is an adult guidebook. So this talks about the concepts that the stories tell, and it gives a little bit of a background and better understanding for both parents and teachers. Illustrated by Ruby Roth, and the story is on the back, and they're quite short, purposely short, so that if you just have 5 minutes and you want to spend some quality time with your child, you can sit down before dinner and read one of these stories, and perhaps you can discuss it over dinner. Each one has a discussion question, a couple discussion questions, and then a challenge as well for kids to take the lessons a little bit further. I encourage you to take a look at these because the illustrations are phenomenal and the stories are very charming.
We asked Kathy and Nick how they went about writing the stories.
We wanted to have a lot of different animals represented. We decided that they needed a word limit. 150 words is really quite short for telling a story. We discussed different ideas for stories, different themes, because we have basically 5 different themes. Some stories just talk about some of the amazing capabilities that some animals have. Other stories challenge people's respect or lack of respect for certain animals. Some stories challenge our feelings of superiority, that because we're human, we are superior to all other animals. Well, we don't believe that. And so some of the stories challenge that.
Nick speaks about how the stories relate to people, not only our beloved animal friends.
one of the things that I talk about with people is that these lessons don't only apply to animals. And, you know, kids very often feel like they don't have much agency in their lives. They don't have the ability to make decisions because their parents or their teachers or an authority figure makes the decisions for them. And so they feel powerless in a lot of ways, except when it comes to the family pet or an animal in the neighborhood. And teaching kids to handle that power with compassion and with respect is really important. And that not only is a lesson in how we treat other animals, but it's also a lesson in how we treat other people. It naturally extends to the way we interact with others, all others. So this is a great way to not only learn about treating animals with respect, but really, how do we make the world a kinder place? And the more kids will learn these lessons now, learn them early, the more likely they're going to grow up to be adults who care, adults who treat others with respect, and create a more compassionate world.
Nick and Kathy explain what they hope Where All Animals will teach young readers.
What I hope deep down, I mean, I am an animal lover, and it's my mission in life to make the world a better place for animals. Right now, it's a really tough place for the majority of animals on the planet. We make it difficult for them. And my hope is that this will instill a new ethic and help kids appreciate other animals as individuals, as beings who deserve respect, compassion, and who deserve freedom. And so that's my hope, that we teach these lessons from a young age in a friendly way, and help create a kinder world. And it's just got to happen with lots of little things like this, lots of different efforts, what you're doing in spreading compassion, what we're doing, what Teach Kind is doing to teach kids compassion.
We are aware that research shows that there is a real connection between people who become violent as adults. Very often they were violent as children towards animals. So if we can steer kids towards more kindness and compassion as kids, hopefully that ethic will remain with them as adults.
Vegan cultural commentator and animal person advocate Colin Patrick Joudreau had this to say about the Good Kid Project and We're All Animals.
Cultivating compassion in our children makes them more patient, kind, and understanding towards themselves and the human and non-human beings they encounter every day. We're All Animals is an essential and timely resource that will create ripple effects beyond what we can even imagine.
Colleen Patrick Goudreau is not only a good friend, but I admire her tremendously.
And she also represents our love for animals in a very delicious way. She is a great cook, and she has, I'm not sure how many cookbooks she has written. I have one that I use constantly. It's called
The Joy of Vegan Bacon.
She's a very good cook.
She's an inspiring speaker.
Kathy and Nick share their tips for all those people transforming to a vegan diet.
I would say it's never been easier. It just is not difficult. There are so many products available in all grocery stores. There are so many recipes online. There are so many vegan blogs. It's very easy.
I like to recognize that it can be challenging, but with a little bit of work, a little bit of time, and finding resources, people who you can ask questions. There are lots of resources online where you can learn. Take it bit by bit. If it's overwhelming, you don't have to do it all at once. But sure enough, you will learn how to do it, and it will become second nature.
Kathy and Nick Coughlin envision that the world will be a much better place if everyone is kind to animal people.
It almost seems obvious that it would become a better place, a happier place, a kinder place, because I don't think people can be kind and respectful and compassionate towards animals and not towards people. I think they go together. And so if people are respectful and compassionate towards animals, treated them as individuals who also have feelings and emotions, I think that will carry over into their dealings with other people. I think just about all of us have opportunities to interact with animals or to be influential in some ways. So yeah, just start small. Start small with plant-based eating and go from there.
There's so much cruelty in the world, and animals are suffering by the billions every day. So the problem just seems so overwhelmingly big. Figure out what unique talents you have, and then you see how you can apply that to advocating for animals.
Our sincere thanks, Nick and Kathy Coughlin, for the creative work you are doing to help the world's children know only love for our animal friends and to help them become animal people advocates too. Let us all do our part in spreading the compassionate vegan lifestyle so that all beings may soon thrive in harmony and comfort.
Be vegan, make peace.
For more information on We're All Animals and the Good Kid Project, please visit goodkidproject.com.
No to vegan, so St. Peter cannot open the gate of heaven for you.
Wonderful viewers, it's been a pleasure to have you with us today. Coming up next is dark green leafy vegetable, superfood for a stronger you, here on Supreme Master Television. May divine inspiration guide you always.
Our programs offer many languages. Please visit suprememastertv.com/schedule and suprememastertv.com/UL.
Nos programmes offrent plusieurs langues. Veuillez visiter suprememastertv.com/schedule et suprememastertv.com/UL.
Nuestros programas ofrecen varios idiomas. Visiten suprememastertv.com/schedule y suprememastertv.com/UL.
Unsere Sendungen bieten viele Sprachen. Gehen Sie auf suprememastertv.com/schedule und suprememastertv.com/UL.